Hello everyone, this is Max. You are watching Equity Match Online live pitch event. Today I think we have some problem. Can you hear me
No,
now?
Max. You can continue, Max. You can continue, Max. Max, your microphone is muted.
Okay. Maybe now can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm very sorry. That's technology. But hi, the echo back to me. I don't know why. I will try, guys, to work in because I have the echo. I can't hear myself. Just 1 second. I hope you can hear me now. Okay. the strange of technology. Anyway, that's fine. Again, thank you very much for coming. Today, as always, we bring great funders coming from all over Europe, US. Today, we are all coming from Europe. And before I'm introducing one by one, everyone wants to come to pitch in our online pitch event, please send an email to pitch@equitymatch.co and we'll be absolutely pleased to welcome you. If you want to ask anything to our funders after the pitch, you have your comment box. Place your question and we raise the question to them. We stream on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So as we are watching now, and we start. So our first founder I'm going to introduce today is actually co-founders. Mahdi Akbari, Chief Data Officer, Amertate Energy. Javad Hosseininia, Founder and CEO of Amertate Energy. Headquarters is Helsinki, Finland. Sector is renewable energy impact sustainability. Pre-seed 600K in euros is the ask. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, great. Thank you, Max. Should I start?
Absolutely. Please give me into both of you.
Yeah. I am Mahdi. I am Mahdi Akbari. I have a PhD in environmental engineering and master in artificial intelligence engineering, and I am trying to bring my environmental and AI knowledge to Amertate company. And I am chief data officer of Amertate company. So I'm going to start my presentation.
Yeah, and maybe can you hear me? I introduce myself. Yeah, my name is Javad Hosseininia. I'm the founder and CEO of Amertate Energy. My background is mechanical electrical and startup founder my background. Yes, that's it. Thank you, Mahdi. You can continue.
Yeah. I'm going to start my presentation. Can you see it? Can you see my presentation?
Please go.
Yeah. Amertate Energy is next generation vertical axis wind turbine. Have you ever wondered why there is no wind energy solution near us while this source of energy is substantially available, especially in Nordic countries? Well, the reason is that existing solutions are not compatible with harsh climate conditions and they are not suitable for residential areas. In addition, there is high transmission cost, lack of proper solar energy in Nordic countries, large wind turbine blades are non-recyclable, and national defense restriction in some areas like east of Finland near Russian border. The solution is a small scale, high torque vertical axis wind turbine. Amertate Energy, using a patented design, has minimized the resistive force in vertical axis wind turbine, and it automatically yields increased amount of energy in a compact size. Our solution has no transmission. It's self-adaptive based on wind direction. There is no conflict with strategic areas. It's 100% recyclable hardware and truly green energy. It's compatible with any climate condition and urban areas, and it's capable of generating electricity even in a storm condition. Our customer segments are three different, such as commercial buildings with serviceable obtainable market, SOM equal to 10 million euros, single family houses and cottage with SOM equal to 45 million euros, and vertical axis wind turbine farms with SOM equal to 8 million euros. Our business model is mainly selling vertical axis wind turbine as a turnkey, providing service and facility assessment, and in addition, we will execute wind farms for customers as a turnkey. With regard to competitive analysis, Amertate solution has the highest output per year versus other vertical axis wind turbine. In addition, our solution is 100% recyclable. It has short-term payback period. It provides higher torque in a compact size. It has lower startup speed, and it provides wider range of output. Our team at the moment: Javad Hosseininia, Mohamed Delju, Ivan Ivanov, and Mahdi Akbari. As the first couple of financial years, we will have limited sales to commercial customers. In third year, we will start expansion into different market segments. In fourth year, we will start serial production and exporting. And in fifth year, we will try to attract mass market. Amertate impact is clean and affordable energy, sustainable cities and industries, and climate action. With regards to traction so far, we got the patent application finalized in Finland, and in next quarter, we will publish it. We have manufactured the prototype successfully, and it's under test and debugging right now. We increased the team readiness level, and at the moment, our focus is increasing the technology readiness level to get paper for funding and investors. Our funding goal is 600,000 euros, 50% of which would be private funding, and the rest of 50% would be public funding. We will mainly use it for product development, increasing the technology readiness level and customer readiness level. And we will use it for production, internationalization, research and development, intellectual property right, marketing, and team development. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahdi. Let me ask you now, in terms of production, are you going to produce them, or everything is done in outsourcing?
We plan to produce them, but for providing initial items to minimum valuable segments, we will outsource.
Okay, but in terms of competition, what do your competitors? Solar panels, for example, the one you set on your home. So where do you find your cannot be the turbine one, because they are absolutely massive. They're totally different a totally different way to produce energy to functioning. So who is actually competing with you in this mass market now?
Yeah, competitors are mainly the vertical axis wind turbine manufacturers, and well, solar panel manufacturers or companies are not, I believe, kind of competitors, because well, we see them as a good source for providing hybrid solutions for final customers. Yeah.
But that's okay. In terms of market, are you sure there is such a demand to create the right revenue you need, guys?
Yes, I believe because of different threats nowadays in the energy sector, there is a demand and there is a market for this product. And so far, through the different stage of market analysis, we have had discussion with different potential customers. We noticed that yes, there is a good demand for this kind of product and truly renewable energy source of energy.
2024, it is starting. You start selling this year. But what's your plan? How do you reach the market? I mean, how do you start selling your turbine?
We have identified the minimum valuable segment. Minimum valuable segment is companies and influential companies who are leading activists in green transition. We have identified a long list of these activists, and we plan to contact them, showcase our products, and make deal with them. And this would be our way to enter the market.
But in terms of users, what are the people who's going to buy them? I see farms, householders. So who are the people actually is going to buy and use them?
Cottage owners, farm owners, single family house owners, and any kind of final electricity consumers who have enough space to put one or some of these products on their property and generate part of their electricity or all their required electricity. We see them as a potential customer, and they are our final customer. Yeah.
I mean, I remember when solar partners they will start using household using on the roof and generating energy and actually in excess, so you can give back to the grid and get some money back. How does it work on your side? Let's say I want to use it, okay, for my house, my own house. It's one enough to run all the light energy I need? How many do I need? And what is going to happen with excess energy I have, if any?
Depending on the customer demands, we provide a solution to customers. But if at some point there is for many days high level wind speed and there is extra generated electricity, yes, it's possible to connect the product to grid and sell the electricity. That's considered in our product.
So this is my last one. The source of energy comes from the wind, right? So,
yes.
But do you need the same speed as the huge wind turbine? They really need a lot. In your case, can I place everywhere? Because I just don't need too much to generate electricity.
Yes, we can place them everywhere, especially in residential areas. Well, our product is suitable and compatible with residential areas, and more importantly, it's safe. We have innovative features that our product is safe for residential areas. And the main problem in vertical axis wind turbine is the efficiency gap compared to the horizontal big horizontal axis wind turbines. And fortunately, we have a patented solution that increase the performance in this weather condition or wind condition. Yes.
Let me ask, this is the very last one. In terms of subsidiary from governments, you are in Finland. Finland is very well renowned to help a lot. And do you see something very similar to, for example, the solar panel, where there's been so much and after, of course, was not sustainable and stopped? So do you see any help on your side for your product by governments to push the sales?
Well, yes, but maybe I would say for the minimum valuable segment that I mentioned, there might be some push up from government side. They can require big influential companies to invest in renewable source of energies and reduce their carbon footprint. So yeah, of course, this is possible, and I see it should happen to collaborate in green transition.
Javad, Mahdi, thank you so much. Don't go, stay here, because we are bringing all you back and moving to our second founder. Mohamedi, founder and CEO of MatChain, the Oude Netherlands oil energy, seed around 1 million euros. How's it going, Mohamed?
All good, Max. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much for coming. Please give an introduction to yourself, and after you can go straight to pitch.
Thank you. So my name is Mohamed. I'm the CEO and co-founder of MatChain. It's working in oil energy sector. I'm a metallurgical engineer by background with digital supply chain master degree. I have 16 years plus of experience in energy sector. I've worked for a global company like SBM Offshore, Aramco, and Amertate. I have multiple certifications in different industry sectors in oil and gas. My hobby is I'm a chef and I'm a father of 3. Good day, everyone. Today, I introduced MatChain. It's ecosystem to have material digital passport, which is one single source of truth for product data. We are addressing 3 critical challenges facing the oil energy supply chain. The first one is counterfeit material, which is about 2.5% of the global trade, 16 billion of annual sales in energy sector alone, and 30% of the global energy supply chain from ungenuine source. Inefficient supply chain, we're talking about $11 trillion from different commodities within the industry, is still operating in paper, spreadsheet, traditional ERP system. This provides different hurdles. The first one, data, availability, accessibility, and interpretability, data visibility, and transparency, and process. We're talking about mistake proofing and resources management. The third one we're tracking is environmental data tracking, either carbon footprint or water footprint. And the critical challenge in tracking this data is the incomplete reporting and data gaps. So the validation part of it. Talking about all of this, the consequence of this in the global energy supply chain is causing disruptive noise. We're talking about fine sustainability challenges, delayed timelines, customer relationship, regulatory non-compliance, operation disruption, and more. So how we are addressing these 3 critical challenges? We built a cloud-based ecosystem to securely manage product data transaction and validate authenticity of product and certificates in real time, all in one ecosystem, which is MatChain digital passport. The passport is built, or the ecosystem is built, with three key pillars: the platform, smart tag, and application, and 2 pillars, which is process and technology. This is how the passport works. We have the data input, could be a static data or dynamic data, and we have count on 3 technologies: blockchain, big data analytics, and cloud storage. Our unique selling point is includable smart tag, real-time location, and digital passport. And output is a structured, streamlined, validated data valid for all stakeholders within the global energy supply chain. Why we focus primarily in the global energy supply chain? First, because the key expertise of the team is the energy supply chain. Second, it's a huge market. We're talking about 181 billion of industry in the steel market alone, with compound annual growth rate of 12%, and 117 billion for the biofuel market, and 900 billion of the green energy market. Just to see an overview of how this is in real life. So we're talking about total available market, 181 billion as a steel market, for example. Service market is 113 billion, we say 116 supplier. to 19 billion. Target market 30 suppliers, and accessible market was our direct network of 6 suppliers. So anyone in the global energy supply chain could benefit and leverage from MatChain ecosystem. We're talking about end users, Total, Aramco, Shell, Chevron, ExxonMobil, suppliers, fabricators, stakeholders, notified body, governmental organization, and more. The current stage, the company is just in The Hague, Netherlands. We are based in. We developed the concept validation. The MVP is done and tested. We developed the platform, smart tag, and the app, all tested and live. We are a member of IOGP. What's IOGP? International Organization for Oil and Gas Operators. We are part of this body to develop a specification for material digital passport. Besides, we are in the right time because the European Commission is developing a requirement for ecosystem to developing a digital passport. So the key question is, if it's not now, then when? And if it's not MatChain, then who could do this? How we make money? Our business model has a premium account or premium lifetime free tier for the end users. Why? Because they are influencing the supply chain. We have little subscription for onboarding suppliers, and everything else will be transaction fees. And of course, if someone wants to leverage from MatChain ecosystem, they could use our consulting services or data insights. We are different from our competitors because we are affordable and convenient. And we did a comprehensive study, which we don't have time for this now, how we are different from our different competitors. We are asking for 1 million. How are we going to utilize 1 million? We're going to use 42% in the CapEx, 58% in the OpEx, meaning the CapEx will be continued development, research and development for the smart tag and the platform, and customer acquisition. And the rest will be for operation and full-time employee for the whole founders. As you could see, the team, this is our key expertise. All of us is oil and gas or a startup from the CTO. And this is the right time to focus on such a startup. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mohamed. Can you give me an example of one of your clients and how this platform can be used?
Okay, the client for us who pays money, the supplier. So it could be a supplier, could be a flange manufacturer, pipeline manufacturer, or valve manufacturer. He normally the end user, someone like Total or Shell or Aramco, will order a flange from supplier in Italy, and then the supplier needs to send the document and the product, the commodity. The challenge we have, no one could be sure the product is genuine, that you purchase the product from this supplier. It could be fake. So you could order a product from Italy, but come from China or India or Swiss or Czech Republic. So first, how we fix the problem? We link the physical digital product. So through MatChain, you can see the product is traced physical commodity and digital commodity. The physical commodity that the flange you get, you're going to scan it and screen it and link it to the passport in our platform. So first, you ensure that the physical is correct. Second, all the data will be structured in our platform. This answer your question?
Buyer supplier must be using your platform, I suppose.
Everyone should be using the platform, yes.
So you need all the value chain on your platform. And how do you bring them?
Okay, bring them in different ways. This is a good question. The first one, if the end user will see the value, we're going to enforce everyone to use their own value chain through MatChain. So that's why also we have the end user as free for lifetime, all the end users. Okay. The second, we have multiple value as mutual edge for supplier themselves. Imagine that once you enter the data in the platform, it tells you what's valid, what's not valid, and you keep traceability of all the data of your data in lifetime, in real time. So this is the
end user. The end user is the buyer. It's not the
end user is the buyer
right?
of the product. Yes, exactly.
Okay. How do you make sure that the supplier?
Yes, go ahead.
You need to make sure that the supplier is providing all the right documents and nothing is fake. You're right. It's very. How can I say? It's very gray. This kind of sector, oil energy. I had some kind of experience. I've been working a few years. Everything is very gray. I would say there's a bit of vacuum, but how do you make sure that the supplier on this side are giving actually the right information and they know exactly where the product is coming from? Doesn't mean they know very well.
Yes. So we need to ensure minimum accountability. So at the beginning and the first 2 years, that we need to ensure that the supplier is accountable for its own data and all products. This is the first one. At earlier stage, we're going to go tier 2 and 3. So the sub-supplier and sub-supplier, we're going to go further. But we need to ensure that you, as end user, you send the purchase order to this supplier. This supplier send you the product as a beginning. He's accountable to send you the product. In 3 years from now, once we are live, we're going to ensure also the tier 2 and tier 3 to sub-supplier and the foundries doing the same. But at least the first point of contact is valid.
So your go-to-market strategy is oriented to the buyer more than the supplier, because for what I'm saying to me, is the buyer that brings supplier, correct?
It's mainly yes, because that no supplier will be onboarded without the end user on board. So he has the high power, high interest in the supply chain. So we need to convince the end users, and subsequently the suppliers will be in. Supplier has the value, they see the value. We talk to many suppliers, but the one conditions, the end user should be on board. This is the key value we're bringing.
In terms of traction, do you have any traction that you can talk about?
Yes, we did the first proof of concept successfully. One of the key suppliers. We did the concept validation with 3 suppliers in Italy. Everything went well. At the moment, I can't expose the name. We are in discussion with 3 big end users, one in the Middle East, 1 in US, and 1 in Europe, to have a pilot as a proof of concept with key supplier in Europe. And of course, one of the key attractions that we're already adopting the IOGB, so our steering committee member, an international operation for oil and gas operators, to develop specification of what we already did 2 years ago. But in terms of revenue, there's no revenue yet.
Do you feel confident enough to tackle this market? I tell you why. I have a very friend of mine close to me, and they had a huge company, very, very big, massive, more than 2 billion in revenue, and it was in oil and gas, energy. And after he tried to do something similar in SaaS, it failed. It failed, he told me, because there is such a conservative way to do stuff, it is so much money, they just don't care.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
This is a good point. I'm confident because, as I mentioned, the team is, we are key expertise. We have collectively 75 physics plus in oil and gas, all of us. It's our bread and butter. So we have this experience. And if we can solve this problem, it's not going to be easy for someone else to solve it. As you mentioned, you're spot on. Yes, they have lots of money, and oil and gas has a unique feature that they are traditional industry, very conservative. So it's not easy to make disruption, evolution like this. But it is highly rewarding. Yes, it's high risk. So we come with the right time, with the right solution, and the right team, and the right vision. If it's going to work, it's going to work high, and it might fail. It also might fail. So the investor, if we're talking different investors, all of them agree on something. If it's going to work, it's going to be the next Amazon or Facebook. But if it's not going to work, it will be normal. This is just a very honest answer.
That's the risk of investing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mohamed. Stay, don't go, because we're bringing all the other funders back soon, you included. Now moving to the third last, but of course not the least founder, Yogesh Gupta, founder and CEO of Gaston AI, headquartered in Bushey, UK, food tech and AI, seed round 1.5 million in pounds. How's it going, Yogesh?
Hey, Max, thanks very much. Thanks for introducing. Hey, everyone. I'm Yogesh, founder and CEO of Gaston. We are a UK-based food and health tech startup offering biomarker-based food personalizations. I'll be talking more about it in a minute. I'm delighted to share our journey and pitch with you. All right, so we ready to start pitching? Yeah, perfect. All right, so by the time I finish my pitch, more than 100 people will die due to one of the chronic diseases. And how would you feel if I told you that these deaths are completely preventable? So let's do something about it, shall we? I'm Yogesh, founder and CEO of Gaston. We are a seed stage B2B food and health tech startup. We deliver AI-generated food recommendations that are based on users' unique biological profiles. We are currently raising 1.5 million pounds for seed round. And in this price round, we already have 3 VCs committed to come in as followers. Now, last year, 11 million people died due to chronic diseases that are directly linked to poor nutrition in their diets. And no, we are not talking about malnutrition-related deaths. All of these people were eating enough, but not just the right kind of foods. Personalized food and nutrition is becoming increasingly popular in the West. For example, 80% of Western population now prefers to have personalized food and nutrition experiences. However, when we took a survey, we learned that 72% people with dietary restrictions do not use conventional online food ordering apps. The market for personalized, healthy, diet-specific meal is massive. With our innovations, we're targeting about 17 billion pounds worth of obtainable market for us. And we're aiming to capture about 7% of this over the next 5 years. At Gaston, our proprietary AI model can deliver targeted intake of nutrients to users based on their unique biomarkers. Our AI analyzes macro, micro, and phytonutrients of millions of ingredients and foods. And on the other side, we build understanding of users' current health parameters using static and dynamic data that we collect using variables, health surveys, blood tests, or even genetic profiling. We then apply our predictive AI models to understand users' predispositions to illnesses. And once we have all of this, our AI then generates highly personalized food maps that are based on users' unique dietary and biological profiles. Our technology, integrations, and APIs are already helping existing food tech businesses here in the UK. For example, food tech apps that are powered by Gaston will enhance users' food browsing experiences. Our algorithms only deliver food recommendations that are relevant for you. For example, my biomarker suggests that I'm prone to have arthritis when I'm about 60, 65 years old. So for me, every time I'm ordering takeaways or groceries, Gaston will generate suggestive food recommendations that contain glucosamine in my diet, meaning I will have greater chances of staying in a healthy homeostasis part of my life cycle. We have a simple business model. Our food personalization APIs, we charge 50 pence per active user per month. And on top of that, a small transactional fees per API call. We also have subscription plans for data and analytics that we provide. For example, a food app needing a menu categorization data in a specific market will count as one data channel. We are already generating revenues with 2 food tech businesses, one in UK and one in USA. With current and confirmed customers that we have, the collective user base that we'll be supporting is close to 5 million. We are now expecting to generate more than £1 million in sales over the next 12 to 15 months. Our go-to-market strategy for long-term growth involves building strategic partnerships as well as launching referral programs. As health and well-being becoming increasingly central to people's lives, there are more and more companies entering in this space. They also offer solutions in specific areas, for example, heart health, gut health, and so on. Since the market is huge and growing rapidly, so there is a significant room for growth for everyone. And we believe our first mover position for holistic health will help us maintain the market leadership. But none of this is possible without my wonderful team, who brings years of collective wisdom to this party. We are also blessed with some highly experienced advisors in our core team as well. With this, today, I'm asking for £1.5 million worth of new investment. This will help us deliver more than £1 million in revenues, enhance our product, and build operational and commercial teams for future growth. If you believe personalized dining is the future, join our race. I thank you for listening, and I welcome your questions. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Yogesh. This is a very trendy, strong, growing market. Or actually, my partner yesterday was telling me I should stop cooking. She loves cooking because I want to buy this kind of prepaid healthy food and so on and so forth, which is, I agree. But going to your startup, you need to collect very much a lot of very curated, secure data to do your job. How do you secure this data?
How do we secure this? So we currently have a very solid data architecture, which is built on GCP. We started with AWS, now we're migrating to GCP because purely the AI that we need to build. So we found we got ourselves into Google's AI program, which allowed us by which we received a lot of credits as well in that program, and we started migrating our architecture onto GCP. So the data architecture safeguards the security of the data. Now you ask another question as well, how do we get this data as well? So there are 3 layers within this. So if you talk about the user data, so user data comes from, we start with the simple questionnaires. And we are also trying to gamify that as well. So users have more fun when they're providing the information. Now, if I look at globally, the health and wellness side of personalized health and wellness side of the market is more than 900 billion. A lot of people demand personalized services. So they are actually willing to provide information in a way that it enhances their experiences, whether they're browsing foods or groceries, because we are able to then connect them with how the food then can impact their health and overall well-being. So they're actually willing to provide that information. But we're also trying to use non-invasive ways, which is then using wearables, where we can collect meaningful information without requiring user to actively provide that. Data is blood tests. Our customers, they ask their users to go out and do those blood tests. We are in fact building some partnership with some labs as well, who can then offer discounted blood tests for the users of our customers, for example. So in return, once we start building the entire picture of the users, design those suggested food recommendations.
I mean, in terms of revenue stream, you had 2 revenue streams, right? Where today, I suppose you are only making money with these 2 companies you are working with. Now, where do you see the bulk of the money coming? Let's say in 24 months.
So I think our focus is the personalization APIs, because I'll give you a small example. If you look at the food apps, right, and if you look at their bounce rates, so the average bounce rates are somewhere around 34 to 38%. And if there is a user or the group of users who have dietary restrictions, so the bounce rate for the same apps, they jump to anywhere between 62 to 72%. So it's a huge gap, in between the business they're using. So we think that by providing those personalization APIs or capabilities to existing food apps will not only enhance their bottom lines, but also it will give us enormous opportunity to grow as well. So for us, our core model will revolve around personalization APIs. And then enormous amount of capabilities, whether it's dietary related or medical related or even subtle lifestyle related personalizations. Anything to do with food, we can create that. And that's where we want to focus on.
You're more focused on the B2B than B2C.
That's correct. Yeah.
In terms of go-to-market strategy, you just started now. Although you've done a very, very good job, but the tough time comes now. You need to scale the business. So what's your strategy? You are in UK now. Are you going out to the UK one day? I think we have some problem with the connection. Can you hear me, Yogesh?
Connection or you?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I could not hear your question before.
Okay. So in terms of go-to-market strategy, as you need to scale now, you are in the UK, and after what's going to happen? How do you scale this business to the numbers that venture capital needs?
Yeah, so we in the UK, that's our primary market. Now, our enormous growth, I personally believe that will come from US as well, where 1 in 3 people are registered on a medical database as gluten intolerant, for example. If we talk about the dietary restrictions, both UK and US population are far more open to try out data-driven solutions when they're managing their health, well-being, and even food side of it as well. We have already 2 customers in US. We started building our partnerships to various players in US too. Similarly here in Europe, to be very honest. So these are the areas that we're focusing on. So we have 4 customers confirmed. We have another 4 to 6 customers that are in the pipeline with a very high probability to close. So for the next 12 months, we are having a steady, the number of opportunities. And this is where I beyond those couple of customers that we got, how we can grow, because each of these customer that we got, it presents a significant revenue opportunity for us. So we want to run after, we want to go after, and that's why we're raising money.
Thank you so much, Yogesh. Please stay, don't go, because we're bringing all the other funders back right now as I speak. We don't have any questions coming from the audience, so we can go to our elevator pitch. Starting from you, Javad, in 20, maximum 30 seconds. Your best elevator pitch. Why investing in stuff?
Yeah. Amertate Energy has a patented solution to solve a global problem in the energy sector. Our product is 100% recyclable, compatible with any climate condition, and suitable for residential areas. We aim to provide a decentralized source of energy to customers, and we have a perfect team with 5 times founder and CEO in our background, and almost 3 decades of experience in product development and business development. These are the reasons, I believe, quite enough reasons why invest in our company.
Thank you so much, Javad. Mohamed.
Imagine a global energy supply chain where mistakes is vanished, fraud is limited, trust is guaranteed, and data is one click away. That's MatChain, a real-time ecosystem powering visibility across every step throughout the supply chain. MatChain tracks data, locations, documents, and certifications, all tamper-proof and secured in real time. Transparency become your superpower, boosting efficiency, lowering cost, and building solid trust with partner and customer. Join MatChain, great team, to evolve the energy sector to a new era.
Thank you so much, Mohamed. Yogesh, would you like to close today?
Super, ready. What if we could live healthier lives for the longer period of time using just food as medicine? Personalized health and nutrition is the future, and we are fast mover offering biomarker-based food personalizations that are aimed at boosting health and longevity. We are now expecting to generate more than £1 million sales in the next 12 to 15 months. With 3 VCs already committed to our current 1.5 million seed round, Gaston presents a significant investment opportunity. Join us. Thanks.
Thank you, Yogesh. Yogesh, Javad, Mohamed, thank you. So I cannot see Mahdi. It disappeared. Anyway, say hello to him. Thank you so much for coming. It's been an absolutely pleasure for me. Thank you, everyone watching today's pitch event. You can go to our YouTube channel, see the pitch event again, all the other pitch we've done so far with today 102. And you can reach our founder directly. You don't need to come to us. Of course, if you come to us, we are more than happy to make a warm intro. But we give all the details to get in touch with them. You can get in touch directly to them. We are not charging even a pound. If the money I invest into them goes directly into the startup and not to us. Thank you again to everyone, and I'll see you next week. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.